Welcome back to Tarek Podcast, everyone. If you're enjoying these deep dives, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and give us a like. It really helps us out. So today, we're going to tackle a question that I feel like is on a lot of people's minds these days.
Yeah.
Is AI going to be scary?
Yeah.
It feels like we're kind of straddling this line between, sci-fi excitement and real-world anxieties about artificial intelligence.
Right.
You shared some really thought-provoking research with us.
Yeah.
And we're going to kind of explore both the sunny side and the potentially stormy sides of AI and see what we can learn. By the end of this deep dive, you'll have a better grasp on AI's impact and how to navigate this landscape that's changing faster than ever.
Sure.
So let's jump right in. AI is already making a splash in fields like healthcare.
Yeah.
There's this fascinating research about AI-driven diagnostics that could seriously cut down on human error. Think about it. AI helping doctors catch diseases earlier and more accurately.
Absolutely. That's a great example of how AI can boost efficiency and safety.
Yeah.
Making life better. It's not just about catching diseases earlier either.
Right.
Imagine AI personalizing treatment plans based on your unique health data.
Oh, wow.
That's a huge leap towards better outcomes and maybe even cures for diseases we're struggling with today.
It's mind-blowing.
Yeah.
And it's not just healthcare that's being revolutionized. Self-driving cars are another area where AI is stepping in,
Yeah.
promising to eliminate human errors like distractions and fatigue, which cause so many accidents.
Self-driving cars could reshape transportation entirely. Think smoother traffic flow, fewer jams, and even less pollution.
Wow.
It's about optimizing routes and making every drop of fuel count.
So far, AI is sounding like this super smart helper making things better across the board.
Yeah.
But there's always another side to the coin, right? It's hard not to think about those robots taking over the world scenarios we see in movies.
Right. The impact of AI on jobs is a question we can't ignore.
Right.
A study by McKinsey predicts that AI could automate up to 30% of jobs by 2030.
30% of jobs.
That's a big shift in the workforce as we know it.
That's a huge number. What does that mean for everyday people?
Yeah.
Are we all going to be replaced by robots?
It's more complex than that. While some jobs will inevitably be automated, AI will also create brand new roles in industries that we can't even imagine yet.
Okay.
Adaptability and a willingness to learn new skills will be key.
Okay, so maybe it's not all doom and gloom on the job front.
Right.
But I've read some unsettling things about AI bias.
Yeah.
These systems can inherit and even amplify the biases that already exist in our society.
Yeah.
Right? That sounds pretty alarming.
You're absolutely right. If the data used to train AI systems reflects existing societal biases, those biases get baked into the AI itself.
Wow.
This can lead to unfair or discriminatory outcomes, especially in areas like criminal justice hiring and lending.
Think about an AI system used by a bank to decide who gets a loan.
Right.
If that system was trained on biased data, it could unfairly deny loans to certain individuals, even if they were perfectly qualified.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder what safeguards are in place.
This is exactly why ethical guidelines and oversight in AI development are so critical.
Okay.
We have to ensure that these systems are designed and trained to minimize bias and promote fairness for everyone.
Then there's the development of autonomous weapons, which sounds straight out of a sci-fi thriller. AI-controlled drones making life or death decisions without any human intervention.
It's hard not to feel a chill thinking about that.
Yeah, the idea of AI escalating conflicts and causing unintended consequences is a valid concern.
Right.
People like Elon Musk have spoken out about a potential global AI arms race, and it's a discussion we can't afford to ignore.
It's like we're walking this tightrope between AI's amazing potential and some very real anxieties about its downsides. So how scary is AI really? Is it a force for good, a harbinger of dystopia, or somewhere in between?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're seeing a range of perspectives out there. The MIT Technology Review highlights the belief that with the right regulations, AI can be a force for good in the world.
But then you have publications like The Verge emphasizing the need for safeguards to make sure AI doesn't spiral out of our control.
So it seems like there's no easy answer.
Right.
Some people are excited about AI's potential, while others are understandably worried.
The scariness factor really hinges on how we develop and control AI.
Okay.
Ethical guidelines and human oversight are absolutely key. It's not about fearing AI, but shaping it responsibly.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
So we've got this powerful technology with incredible potential, but also some inherent risks. It sounds like the future of AI isn't written in stone. It's something we're actively shaping right now.
That's exactly right. The future of AI is being written as we speak. It's less about predicting what will happen and more about actively participating in its development.
So instead of being swept away by this tide of AI, we have the opportunity to kind of steer the ship, so to speak.
Yeah.
That's a powerful concept. But how do we do that? What steps can we take to ensure a future where AI is a force for good?
That's where the idea of collaborative AI comes in. It's about designing AI systems to work alongside humans, enhancing our abilities rather than replacing us.
Okay.
Imagine AI as a tool that helps us unlock solutions in areas like education, healthcare, and even the arts.
Collaborative AI. That sounds a lot less intimidating and a lot more like a partnership.
Right.
So instead of fearing AI, we should be figuring out how to work with it.
Precisely. It's about taking proactive steps to shape the future of AI, ensuring that it reflects our values and serves humanity's best interests. We need to think of AI as a tool for collaboration and innovation, with humans remaining firmly at the helm.
It sounds like finding that balance is key. We don't want to be controlled by AI, but we also don't want to miss out on its potential to make things better.
Regulation and governance are essential pieces of the puzzle. We need clear ethical guidelines for how AI is developed and used, and there needs to be accountability for the people creating these systems. We're already seeing some proactive steps in this direction.
Are there any real-world examples of this happening?
Absolutely. The European Union is taking the lead with its AI Act.
Okay.
It aims to regulate high-risk AI systems, ensuring they're developed and used safely, ethically, and transparently. This kind of forward-thinking legislation is exactly what we need to see more of.
So we're not just passively waiting to see what AI will do. There are concrete actions being taken to guide its development responsibly.
That's right. The future of AI is still being written, and we have a say in how that story unfolds. It's not about surrendering to the unknown, but actively shaping it.
It's an exciting time to be alive, even with all the uncertainty. We're at this crossroads where technology has the potential to reshape our world in profound ways.
It's a time of both immense opportunity and immense responsibility.
We've definitely given us a lot to think about. We've explored the exciting potential of AI in healthcare, transportation, and other fields.
Yeah.
But we've also acknowledged those real concerns about job displacement bias and autonomous weapons.
We've also stressed the importance of ethical considerations, responsible development, and collaboration to ensure a positive future for AI.
You've given us a framework for understanding how to navigate this evolving landscape. It's not about blind faith in AI or knee-jerk fear, but about informed engagement.
That's a great way to put it.
But before we move on, I'm curious about something. We've talked a lot about the big picture, but what about the individual? How can each of us thrive in this AI-powered world?
That's a crucial question, and it's exactly what we'll delve into next.
Okay.
We'll explore practical strategies for navigating the age of AI and equip you with the knowledge and tools to not just survive, but thrive in this new landscape.
I'm ready for round 2.
All right, let's do it. So you want to not just survive, but actually thrive in the age of AI? That's a smart move because this AI revolution isn't slowing down.
It feels like every day there's a new headline about some incredible AI breakthrough or a warning about robots taking over. It can be overwhelming to keep up.
It's definitely a lot to process. But instead of getting swept up in the hype, let's focus on what you can do to navigate this rapidly changing world.
Okay, so what's the secret? How do I become an AI whisperer?
There's no magic formula, but one of the most important things you can do is embrace lifelong learning.
Lifelong learning. I hear that a lot these days. But what does it actually mean in the context of AI? Does it mean I need to become a programmer or something?
It's about continuously updating your skills and knowledge to meet the changing demands of the job market. Don't be afraid to step outside your comfort zone and explore new areas.
So things like taking online courses, learning new programming languages, that sort of thing.
Exactly. And it's not just about technical skills. Creativity, critical thinking, and problem-solving abilities will become even more valuable as AI takes over more routine tasks.
So we need to think more strategically and focus on the things that AI can't replicate, those uniquely human skills.
That's the idea. AI excels at processing data and automating tasks, but it struggles with things like emotional intelligence, empathy, and complex decision-making.
Those are all very human qualities.
Right?
I guess they'll become even more valuable in a world where AI is handling a lot of the technical stuff.
Absolutely. Instead of trying to compete with AI, focus on developing those human skills that complement it.
Okay, that makes sense. But let's be realistic for a second. AI is already pretty sophisticated. What if it eventually catches up and starts replicating those human skills too?
That's a fair question. While AI is evolving rapidly, I believe there will always be a need for the human touch, that ability to understand and respond to complex emotions and navigate nuanced situations.
So even in a world of super intelligent AI, there will still be a demand for human empathy and understanding.
Yes, because at the end of the day, technology is a tool, It's how we use it that determines its impact.
That's a good point. We need to be proactive in shaping the future of AI, making sure it aligns with our values and serves humanity's best interests.
Exactly. It's about finding that balance between harnessing the power of AI and preserving the qualities that make us human.
Okay, it's starting to get the picture.
Yeah.
But let's say I'm ready to embrace lifelong learning and develop those essential human skills. What are some practical steps I can take today?
There are tons of resources available both online and offline. You could join online learning platforms like Coursera or edX, explore coding boot camps, or even attend workshops and conferences focused on AI and its impact.
So it's about being proactive, seeking out those opportunities to learn and grow.
Exactly. And don't underestimate the power of networking. Connect with people in the AI field, attend industry events, and engage in discussions about the ethical and societal implications of this technology.
Networking is always good advice, especially in a field that's evolving as quickly as AI.
It's a chance to learn from others, share insights, and stay ahead of the curve.
We've talked about lifelong learning, embracing human skills, and networking. Any other tips for thriving in this new age of AI?
Don't be afraid to experiment. The AI field is constantly evolving, so be willing to try new things, fail fast, and learn from your mistakes.
So it's about having a growth mindset, being open to new possibilities, and not being afraid to step outside your comfort zone.
Exactly. And remember that AI is a tool. It's up to us to decide how we use it. We can choose to let it control us, or we can choose to use it to empower ourselves and create a better future.
That's a powerful message. We're not just passive bystanders in this AI revolution. We have agency. We have the power to shape the future.
That's what makes this such an exciting time to be alive. We're on the cusp of a technological revolution that has the potential to transform our world in profound ways.
Okay, I'm feeling a lot more optimistic now. But let's be honest, there are still some pretty big challenges ahead, right?
Of course, we can't ignore the potential risks of AI, job displacement, autonomous weapons. These are all issues we need to address head on.
So how do we do that? Where do we even begin?
One crucial step is fostering open and honest dialogue about these issues. We need to bring together experts from different fields, policymakers, ethicists, and everyday citizens to discuss the ethical and societal implications of AI.
So it's about having those tough conversations and working together to find solutions.
Exactly. The future of AI isn't predetermined. It's something we create collectively through our choices and actions.
So let's choose wisely and make sure AI serves humanity's best interests.
Absolutely. And that brings us to another crucial aspect of navigating the AI landscape, understanding the different types of AI and their capabilities.
Okay, this sounds interesting. I'm all ears.
You've probably heard terms like narrow AI, general AI, and super AI. These terms refer to different levels of AI sophistication and their potential impact on our world.
I have heard those terms, but I'll admit I'm a little fuzzy on the distinctions.
No worries. It's an area that often causes confusion. Let's break it down.
Great, I'm ready to delve deeper into the AI lexicon.
Excellent. So let's start with narrow AI. This is the type of AI we encounter most often in our daily lives. It's designed to perform specific tasks within a limited domain.
So like the AI that powers my music recommendations or the chatbot that helps me book a flight.
Exactly. Those are great examples of narrow AI. It's very good at what it does, but it's limited in scope. It can't suddenly decide to write a novel or solve a complex mathematical theorem outside of its programmed area of expertise.
Okay, so narrow AI is essentially a very specialized tool. But what about general AI? That sounds a lot more powerful.
It is. General AI refers to AI systems that possess human-level intelligence and can perform any intellectual task that a human can.
So we're talking about AI that can think, reason, learn, and adapt across a wide range of domains.
Precisely. It's the kind of AI we often see in science fiction movies, machines that can hold conversations, solve complex problems, and even exhibit creativity.
It sounds both fascinating and a little bit intimidating. Is general AI something we should be worried about?
That's a complex question. General AI doesn't exist yet. It's still a theoretical concept, but it's something that researchers are actively working towards.
So it's not just a figment of our imaginations. There are people out there trying to create AI that's as intelligent as humans.
Yes, and that raises a lot of ethical and philosophical questions. If we do succeed in creating general AI, how do we ensure that it aligns with our values? How do we prevent unintended consequences?
Those are big questions. And they lead us to the ultimate AI frontier. Super AI.
Ah, yes. Super AI. This is the realm of AI that surpasses human intelligence in every conceivable way.
So we're talking about AI that's not just as smart as us, but potentially vastly more intelligent.
Exactly. Super AI is often depicted as a godlike entity with the ability to solve the world's problems or potentially pose an existential threat to humanity.
Okay, now we're getting into the realm of science fiction. Is super AI even a possibility?
It's highly speculative at this point, but it's a concept that sparks a lot of debate and discussion. Some experts believe that super AI is an inevitable outcome of our technological progress, while others believe it's something we should actively try to avoid.
So we've gone from narrow AI, which is already here and impacting our lives, to super AI, which is still in the realm of speculation. It's a pretty mind-boggling spectrum.
It is, and it highlights the importance of staying informed and engaged in these conversations about AI. We need to understand the different types of AI, their capabilities, and their potential impact on our world.
Because knowledge is power. And the more we understand about AI, the better equipped we'll be to navigate its complexities and shape its future.
Exactly. We can't afford to be passive bystanders in this AI revolution. We need to be active participants shaping the future we want to see.
Welcome back to the final part of our AI deep dive. We've covered a lot of ground, from the practical implications of AI to the philosophical questions it raises.
Yeah, it's been quite a journey exploring the potential of AI, the challenges it presents, and the steps we can take to ensure a positive future.
We've talked about everything from self-driving cars to super AI, but there are still some big questions looming on the horizon. Let's dive into those intriguing and thought-provoking questions you mentioned earlier.
All right, let's explore some of the biggest mysteries and unanswered questions surrounding AI. First up, the concept of consciousness. Can machines truly become conscious?
That's a question that's been around for centuries. We can build machines that mimic human behavior. But can they actually experience feelings and emotions the way we do?
It's a puzzle that has philosophers and scientists scratching their heads. There's no easy answer. Some experts believe that consciousness is an emergent property of complex systems like the human brain. And if we can create AI systems that are complex enough, they might also develop consciousness.
So it's like if we reach a certain level of complexity, consciousness just appears. It's a fascinating idea, but a little hard to wrap my head around.
It's a mind-bending concept, but others argue that consciousness is unique to biological organisms. It's tied to our physical bodies, our senses, our experiences in the world.
So maybe consciousness isn't just about processing information. It's about having a physical body and interacting with the world in a way that machines can't.
That's a possibility, and it raises another intriguing question. What would it even mean for a machine to be conscious? Would it experience the world the same way we do?
Right.
Would it have the same desires, fears, and aspirations?
Could a machine ever understand what it means to be human, to feel joy, love, sorrow? It seems like we're venturing into the realm of science fiction.
These questions go beyond science and into the realms of philosophy and even spirituality. It's a mystery that we may never fully solve.
Okay, so the question of AI consciousness remains open. But what about another big one? Free will. Do AI systems have free will, or are they just following their programming?
Another fascinating and complex question. If we create AI systems that can learn, adapt, and make decisions on their own, do those decisions truly reflect their own volition? Or are they simply the result of their programming and the data they've been trained on?
It's like the nature versus nurture debate, but for AI. Are AI systems capable of independent thought and action? Or are they simply products of their creators?
It's a question with huge implications for how we develop and interact with AI. If we believe that AI systems have free will, we might need to treat them differently than we treat other machines.
Would we need to grant them certain rights or freedoms? It's a mind-boggling thought.
That's one possibility. And it leads us to another question. What is the future of the human-AI relationship? Will AI be our partner, our competitor, or something else entirely?
We've already talked about collaborative AI, where humans and machines work together. But could the relationship evolve into something more complex, more symbiotic?
It's certainly possible. As AI becomes more sophisticated, it might challenge our assumptions about what it means to be human, and it might force us to redefine our relationship with technology.
Could AI fundamentally alter our understanding of ourselves and our place in the universe?
It's a possibility that we should be prepared for. And it brings us to another question. What is the ultimate purpose of AI? What role will it play in the grand scheme of things?
Wow, that's a really big question. Is there even an answer?
The answer might lie in how we choose to develop and utilize AI. We can use it to solve the world's most pressing problems, from climate change to disease, or we can use it for more selfish purposes. It all depends on our values and our vision for the future.
So the future of AI is not predetermined. It's something we create through our choices and actions. It's a lot of responsibility.
It is. And that's why it's so important to engage in these conversations, to think critically about the implications of AI, and to ensure that we're developing this technology in a way that benefits all of humanity.
Okay, we've explored some pretty mind-bending questions about AI. But let's bring it back down to earth for a moment. What are the practical implications of AI for everyday people? How is AI going to affect our lives in the coming years?
We've already touched on some of the ways AI is transforming our lives, from personalized healthcare to self-driving cars, but the pace of innovation is accelerating. We can expect to see AI integrated into every aspect of our lives, from the way we shop to the way we learn.
So AI will become even more ubiquitous, more seamlessly woven into the fabric of our daily routines.
Exactly. And while this presents incredible opportunities, it also raises concerns about job displacement, privacy, and the potential for AI to exacerbate existing inequalities.
So it's a mixed bag. As with any powerful technology, there are both benefits and risks.
Precisely. And it's our responsibility to navigate this new landscape thoughtfully, to ensure that AI is used for good and that its benefits are shared by all.
We need to be proactive, engaged, and informed. We need to be aware of the potential pitfalls of AI while also embracing its potential to improve our lives.
Exactly. We need to have those tough conversations about the ethical implications of AI to make sure we're developing this technology in a way that aligns with our values.
Because at the end of the day, AI is a tool. It's up to us to decide how we use it. We can choose to let it control us, or we can choose to use it to create a better world.
A world where AI empowers us, connects us, and helps us solve the greatest challenges facing humanity.
That's a future worth striving for. And on that note, I think it's time to wrap up our deep dive into the world of AI.
It's been a pleasure exploring these fascinating topics with you.
Likewise. And a huge thank you to our listeners for joining us on this journey. We hope you've learned something new and that you'll continue to think critically about the role of AI in our lives.
And remember, the future of AI is not set in stone. It's something we create together. So let's choose wisely and let's build a future where AI serves humanity's best interests.
Thanks for tuning in to Tarek Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this episode with your friends. We'll see you next time for another deep dive into the world of technology and innovation.